Hi everyone, it's Karen. I'm back with my design team package from AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy for the months of May and June. And this is her beautiful business card, and I will put links to the shop in the description box below so you can go over and check out the beautiful items that I have in my design team package. I will also leave links to the designers in the description box below so that you can go over and see all the goodies that they have received in their design team packages, and links to the Facebook group and the Instagram as well. If you join the Facebook group and the Instagram account, you do get a heads up when new items go into the store, which is really nice. And you can also, if you purchase items from AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy, you can post your projects that you've created in the Facebook group and also tag us on Instagram, and then others can see what you are creating with all the beautiful items from Kim's shop. So this is the package that I received. She always sends us such beautifully wrapped packages. I'm going to start with this beautiful cameo on the front here. It's a pin, and she's pinned it through the ribbon on there. It's got a nice gold backing pin. These pins easily come off too if for any reason you would rather prefer to glue that onto your project. That's a pretty piece. It's a nice size. It's probably a couple inches high and 1.5 inches across. It's got really nice detailing on her face. It's really, really pretty. And this is a lovely velvet ribbon, and she has lovely ribbons of different types in this shop, including sari silk ribbons, and this is a velvet ribbon, and it's very, very, very pretty. Big fan of velvet, so I really like this. This is really pretty. And then she's got some tulle wrapped around here. Tulle is so much fun to work with. You can use it to wrap up parcels or journals, to use as ties as well. And I use it in my little dresses that I make. I always put tulle in their skirts to make them nice and puffy. This is a lovely fabric that she has this bundle wrapped in. It has beautiful teapots with polka dots on it, and cups, and then beautiful pink roses. And she has started carrying fabric in the shop. They're all different sizes. I think sometimes they're fat quarters. This is definitely bigger than that. She always quotes the size of the fabric you're getting in the description in her Etsy shop, so you know exactly what you're getting. And this is really, really pretty. I'll just pull it a little bit more here so you can see the details on it, because it's really pretty. Pink roses, the pink teacups, teapot, and that pattern just repeats. I'm gonna flip that open there so that I can look at all these goodies that I have to work with for the next couple months. So I'll be making 4 different projects, 2 this month and 2 for the month of June. And in June we have our big birthday party happening for the shop, and we will be doing a hop, so you can look forward to that. There'll be more details coming about that, and you'll be able to go over and see all the fun videos, and there'll be some fun prizes, I'm sure, and just some fun things to enjoy next month, in the month of June. So these are some pretty flowers that she has sent. I love the flowers that she carries. They're always just so detailed and so pretty. And these are a peachy pink color, and they have gorgeous pearls and bling, and then even more pearls and little stamens coming out. And you get, looks like 6 of them in a bundle. It's a pretty trim here in a gold braid look to it. About 3/4 of an inch wide, and braids are always so nice. They're really nice to use as an edging on something, wall hanging, journal page, image, and then just get creative with it in other ways too. It's a lovely dangle trim. This is a really pretty one, has a lovely top on it, and then these pretty dangles that almost look like they have little dots on them as well, and then a really pretty scallop top on it as well. Lots of detail there and lots of uses. I often cut this off here, and I use this scallop piece separately, and this one's a beautiful wide one with lots of little extra details on it, and it's really nice for when you need a small trim. And then the rest of this can be used as a dangle trim. This is that lovely pink trim she's had in her shop before, and I've had it before. I love it. It's such a pretty soft pink color, and I often will fussy cut out these little flowers out of the netting in the background. It's sort of an embroidered netted lace, and it's really, really pretty, and it's a soft, soft pink color. You can see how soft it is compared to the white and the sort of darker pink, peachy pink here. Really a lovely, lovely trim. I've even just cut off the scallop on the one side, even both sides, and use those as little mini trims when you need a little mini trim for something. So very versatile. This is one of her polka dot trims. Just love her polka dot trims. This is a double layered one, and they're just so soft and so nice to use as edging, as part of your dangle on the bottom of a page. They work well with the dangles. You know, you have a piece like this, and maybe on the opposite page you have this, and so it looks really pretty together. And also make really pretty flowers. You can actually take your layers apart, so you could use only one layer and then just regather it along the top, so that you have this for a layer of your flower along with doily and other laces, or you can use both layers and do a double layered flower just by gathering that up more, and you can see that that would develop into a really, really pretty flower. So lots of uses for these lovely soft netted trims and laces. This is another beautiful one. Again, a peachy pink color and lots of detail, very fine, soft, but it's soft, but it has some stiffness to it. Some, you know, it's not, this one I would consider a very soft and lightweight type of lace, but this one has a bit of stiffness to it, but it's still soft. And the flowers have beautiful detail. There's a bigger flower, there's leaves, and then there's a smaller half flower here and another one here. So pretty. The detailing on it is absolutely lovely. There's a bit of a shine to the thread in the bigger flower here, and this could easily, you know, be used as a whole piece on something, but also equally easy to cut little pieces out, or even just a section like this big flower to here, and you'd have this small section here to use. And it's just over, I would say just over an inch wide. It's really, really, really pretty. A blue, and this is a netted lace. I love the netted laces. They're so pretty. This one is so nice, you can hardly tell the difference from one side to the other. There's just the spacing between the threads on what I call the wrong side is a little rougher, a little smoother on the right side. And so there you go. You have this beautiful collection of, there's 3 flowers here. There's a gorgeous scallopy, loopy piece on the top on this side that can be cut off separately. There is a scalloped edge on the bottom with lots of detail with florals in it, and you can include the little, almost looks like a beaded effect between these florals, so cut that off separately. It looks so pretty down the side of a page when you, because it turns out with the swoop in it as you're cutting it. And then you could use these separately as well, or you could use the whole piece all together. You also could cut it in half and use half of it, and anything with a beautiful scallop like this on the edge develops into the most beautiful flowers so easily. And then all you have to do is add a little bit of a doily or another smaller lace in the center, and then your pretty centerpiece, and you've made a flower. Very versatile, and a lovely blue color. This is a nice wide lace. I've had this before. I should have grabbed my ruler, I guess. I'm pretty good at guesstimating the sizes on things, but let's see what this one says it is. Let's get it in inches, because most of you are from the States, so you're not going to want to hear about it in centimeters. So across from one of the high scallops to the other is about just over 4.5 inches. So it's really nice and wide. This one I really love too because you can cut it directly down the center through the netting and you can have 2 separate pieces. So that increases its versatility and options right away. Has a beautiful scallop on the edge. So again, if you cut it in half and you just gather it on this end, you again get the development of a beautiful flower because of that gorgeous scallop. Pull down the side of a page, along the bottom of a wall hanging, so nice. And that's just using half. Using the whole piece is just another level of drama if you want to, you want to go to that as well. And the threading on this one is really beautifully done. It's very, it's detailed and it's soft. You get these laces and the quality of them can be very different depending on where you source them from. And Kim sources her laces from really excellent places so that you get really lovely quality laces. This is a new lace to me, and this one is not netted. It is on a sheer background with lots and lots of detailed stitching. It's really, really beautiful. And again, you could use it one section at a time on something, or you could use a piece of it. It's really that, like, lots of detail in the stitches, and the thread has a bit of a sheen to it. And scallop on this side, a flatter, more of loopy edge on this side, but it is really, really pretty. This is another new one to me. It's a smaller trim with the dangles on it. Not as dramatic as some of the other big dangle trims, but very, very pretty, very detailed. Love all these little pieces that look like beading. I think that's just so pretty. And this one again could easily be cut right through the center here, and you could have 2 separate trims. So this one could be used and this one could be used separately. So again, looking at your trims to see, where can I cut them so that I can get more. If I'm just going to hide part of that trim behind another lace, then why not cut it off and use that piece another time and be able to get more out of your laces. And Kim is really good at choosing laces that are really, really good for chopping up, which gets you way farther along with your laces. This is a really pretty trim. I remember seeing this when I was posting the trims and the new stuff to Instagram, and it has a green piece that runs between all these little flowers. So it's really pretty. You could again add a pearl or a rhinestone to the center of those little flowers. You could cut them out separately. They just, with a little snip, would easily snip off the green if the green didn't suit the project you wanted. Nice to have this size of trims in your stash for projects. This lace is just beautiful. Has lots of beading detail on it. Has long bugle beads here with a sequin and a little clear bead in the center of the sequin, and then it has little tiny bugle beads sewn wherever these cross here. This is really stunning. Like, it's a really pretty lace. It's a heavy cotton feel to it. It does have some stiffness, but it's still soft. It's not, like, you can see that it would be easy to work with. And oh, that is just beautiful. And I have a project that I'm working on for May that I always start because there's a lot of base work that has to happen in some of the projects, and so this is going to go beautifully in that project. This is some of the rosettes on the netting. And again, these are really pretty. They fluff up really nicely, give them a good rub, and you get a nice fluffy flower as compared to when they first arrive, because of course they're flattened in your parcel. And these can be left as a whole, very dramatic statement, or again, cut individually and put in amongst other flowers, and they look just beautiful. This is a creamy color, really nice color. Goes beautiful with white and with pink. Yeah, that's going to work in that project too. And here is another netted lace. This is similar to the blue one. So this one she has in the shop, obviously in blue and cream. possibly other colors. You'll have to go over and look. And again, just going to have a look here. This is the right side. And again, this the same as the blue one. So there's the two together. And again, beautiful detailing, beautiful scallop. Easy to, again, cut this off as a separate use, the bottom as a separate, and then use these separately as well. And these actually look really pretty, the three flowers together here, as the center in a flower. So when you make your outer gathered edge and then you want to add another layer, these work really well, and then a little bling in the center of that. Looking like a 2-inch flower, you know, that bundle works really pretty as your center. If it gets to be bigger than 2 inches on your outer edge, you would need another layer. So that other edge, another layer, and then this little bundle of flowers right in the center with a bling in the center. Beautiful. Another dangle piece that is new to me. This is really pretty. It's the right and wrong side is really obvious. The threads are finer, more detailed, and shiny on the right side. Again, this is a beautiful one as a whole, and a good length. It is 3.5 inches, and also easy to cut apart. You could cut apart each one of the triangle, the top, that could be a trim. Your little florals could be a trim, and then this piece with this at the bottom. And you could even cut this separate from this, but I think I would leave these with this at the bottom as a dangle. Cut the flowers separately. If you wanted, you could cut the flowers out separately and take this piece off. This would make a lovely trim to go around the edge of a picture or on your wall hanging, because it would be flat here against the image or against the side, and then this could stick out. And the flowers could be relocated when you're doing your dangle, and they could sit at the top of your little piece here. And that would look really pretty. So again, versatility. And this is has a lot, I can feel it has a good amount. It's probably a cotton and polyester mix. And these take the dyes really well too. Food dyes, any of your sprays, so you can change the color of them. So that makes them really versatile too. I asked for this again, that I had it in my last design team package. I asked for another one because the project I'm working on for one of the projects I'm working on for May, I'll probably use it in both, but I'll probably even have a piece of it in my June project, because I cut this all up and use it in pieces, and it's just so beautiful and so dramatic. You really only need a small portion of it to get big impact, and I just love it. I hope that Kim continues to carry these gorgeous appliques in her shop, because they are super versatile and really easy to cut up. The threads do run along the back between the pieces, so you just have to be sure to seal that. I just put a little bit of hot glue along there. I use my silicone mat or spatula and press against there, and then you can cut right through that thread and you don't have your beads running away. And it is a showstopper for sure. So, so pretty. Another netted lace. Kim knows these are my favorites. I love, love, love the netted laces. I think I've had this one before, but I always ask for netted laces. I really love them. This is a beauty. This one is 2 inches. And again, I've used this one before, and I've cut off this edge and this edge and used it separately. I've used the whole thing as a whole. I've used these pieces in the middle. The threads are beautifully stitched on it. There's a bit of it's a creamy color, and then there's a white fine stitching along the edges of everything to accentuate them. This one is definitely one that you want to have. It's a beauty. And she's had this in the shop a couple of times. I think it must be a really good seller. And then this is also one of my favorites. This is another one that's quite wide. I think this one she pretty much carries in the shop almost all the time. It's 4.5 inches, and I love using it as a whole. I also love cutting out the flowers and the leaves separately. You've got a flower with 2 leaves here, you've got a flower here, and then you've got a collection of flowers that you can cut either singly or out together, or these two together, and use on different projects. And so lots of versatility, and this is sort of a very light creamy color, really, really pretty. So I'm just going to take 1 second to rearrange these so you can see the beauty of them. And then I'm going to open the bling bags that she has sent. That is a pile of beauty there, I'll tell you. Okay, let's have a look at these bling that she sent. Pink pearl trim that she has sent, and I think I asked for this one for one of my projects. It's a very pretty pink and probably a 2mm pearl on there. I'm not exactly sure, but you can go over and check. In her descriptions in the store, she always tells you exactly the size that you're going to get. Some little charms, and these are little teacups. So cute. Oh, the detailing on them is just lovely. I don't know if you can really appreciate that. I'm putting a lot of shadow on that, but you'll have to go over. She's got lovely pictures in the shop to show you all the detail. These are little teapot charms. Got a theme going on here for sure. And then these are some lovely little charms that look like a pin. They don't open though, and they have a heart on them. So these can hang on your project through the little loop here. They could hang this way on your project. So pretty to have little dangly pieces to add onto your projects, and those are super cute. They're gonna just slip down there, so we'll just put them all there. And in her description, she tells you exactly how many you get, just in case. I don't like to say, I mean, probably you get 5 and 3 of these and 5 of those, but I would rather you read the description and then you know exactly what you're getting. And then she sent me some of her, these are so pretty. I love having them, of course, for your flower centers. And they're acrylic with a pearl, raised pearl beady thing in the center, and then the rhinestones, and they're flat on the back. So really easy to attach with whatever adhesive is your favorite to use. Mine is hot glue. And they look, whoops, there's another one. See, I dropped one, so it looks like there's 8 of those. And then there's a little piece here wrapped in a separate bag, a really blingy little piece. So let me just quickly open that. And there it is. And her bling pieces are so pretty. I mean, look at the shine on that. And it's just the pieces just drip down and dangle, so you get lots of movement from that. And these look really pretty added as a detail, just pinned onto your closure for your journal or on the front. And they're flat enough. There is a clasp on the back, but again, if you wanted it flatter to glue inside of something, you could just pull this off. You just use a plier and just wiggle it a bit and it'll come loose. So another pretty blingy piece to add to that. So that is my design team package for the months of May and June. I hope you'll come back and see what I create. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I upload a new video. And come back and see what I create with all this beauty from Kim's shop. I hope you'll go over and do some shopping of your own. Check out the designers. They will all be in the description box below. Talented ladies that are creating beautiful and inspiring projects for you to see, and to see exactly how we use the products from Kim's store to make some very inspiring and pretty things. And I hope to see you all back soon. I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.